Hello again everybody and welcome back to Fujit's Blitz. Yesterday I did a video on the little German Tier 7 light, the Sparpanzer, better known as the SP1C. Well, today we're going to have a look at this little beastie, the Jag Panther, the German Tier 7 TD. Now, this is a tank I absolutely adore, but then again, I'm pretty odd because I actually like some strange tanks. I mean, I actually like the Turtle. Which sort of kind of flies in the face of public opinion where everybody hates that tank. This tank, however, I can't really see anybody hating this tank. Why? Well, because it's so darn good. I mean, it has a great gun. It's got pretty good mobility for a big lumbering TD, and believe me, it's quite a lumbering TD. Okay, it is based on a Panther, which is a beautiful medium tank, but it's no Scorpion G. It's a fixed casemate. It does have some decent gun depression. It's got some decent bloody armor, especially frontally, and it really can dish out some damage. What is there not to like about this tank?
It's another beautiful tank.
I personally, like I said, absolutely adore it. One of the reasons, well, it's a tank I think you can be quite aggressive in. Now, okay, it's Tier 7, there are Smashers, there are Annihilators, and there are things like that lumbering around in that tier. You're going to face Tier 8 and you're going to face Tier 6s. But the thing is, you put this thing in the right place and you play this thing nicely and how it's meant to be played. Don't just camp at the back and hope for the best. You can actually have a lot of fun in this thing. It's an effective damage machine. It really, really is, especially for its tier. And I'm always surprised when a lot of people don't kind of rate this tank, because I think it is really, really often overlooked. It is one of the better TDs. Now, if you're just trying to get used to fixed casemate TDs, then you can't really go wrong with this one. Not really. It all depends on what you're looking for in your TD. I mean, if you do want to camp at the back, then by all means, you know, that's up to you. But you're not going to be that effective. If you want to sort of branch out and learn how to play a tank a little bit more aggressively, then this is the tank for you, personally. Okay, I freely admit, not everybody likes to play aggressively. But you know what? There's a difference between playing aggressive, YOLOing, and, you know, camping and being ineffective. You can be effective when you camp. Of course you can. Don't YOLO. YOLOing is just like this guy here. He's just YOLOing. I mean, he was always going to die. Despite the fact that he's obviously got a very good light tank, he was always going to end up in a world of pain. I mean, going into the enemy spawn like that, when there is a KV2 and a Jag Panther and other nasty tanks there, is just sheer folly. So there is a fine line between YOLOing and being aggressive. And you'll see in this game, I am being aggressive. I'm being very aggressive, actually. In the last game, I was equally aggressive. But the thing is, with this tank, you can actually play like this. You can play that aggressive or more aggressive game style. And to be honest with you, unless you've got things like KV2, Smashers and Annihilators on the other side, you've got quite a hefty amount of hit points for them to get through. Not only that, you do have trolley frontal armor and a bloody great gun with a great reload to boot. That is why you can play this thing a little bit more aggressive than you usually could, especially in a TD. I mean, don't even try these type of aggressive tactics in the likes of, say, the Dicker Max, etc, etc, because you're just gonna have a really bad time. But with this tank, you can get away with it. And, you know, these two replays are evidence that you can do that. Obviously, you need the team behind you. You need to have the awareness of where your team is and where the enemy team are, and you've got to make those decisions on the battlefield. But there's no reason to be shy in going forwards. Don't be backwards in going forwards is basically what I'm trying to say. Keep an eye on your hit points. Keep an eye on where the enemy are. I mean, I know they've got a TD over there in the camping spot. I know that. but he's not going to give me any troubles here. I'm thinking maybe the VK28 is going to circle me. No, he's not. He's going the other way. I can forget about him and concentrate on the T43, which is what I do. And these are the decisions that I'm making. And you know what? When you're an attack like a Jagdpanther, you can afford to do things like this. Now, okay, in both replays, I'm not setting the world on fire. I'm just doing shy of, what, 2,500 damage. But it's tier 7, and that suits me down to the ground. I'm having a great time. We're winning the games, and I'm getting to be slightly aggressive. So, if you haven't got the Jagdpanther yet, get into it, get it in your garage, get out there, and have a whale of a good time. Anyway, I've been Fujit. That has been the Jagdpanther. By all means, comment, like, and everything below. Share your thoughts on this beautiful little tank. And until the next time, stay safe out there, have fun on the battlefield, and happy tanking. Because that, guys, is what it's all about. Having fun and being happy.